for those injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs have been a trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrolloffs.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Roll-Offs, cleanup made simple.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Breaking here at the news desk. When you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, you can lock in your price for 2 years. Sources are confirming that when you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, your monthly price drops and you're locked in for 2 years. That's fiber fast internet, premium streaming TV, and reliable nationwide mobile coverage. And this just in, you must switch by Labor Day to secure that locked-in pricing for 2 years. Switch, stack, and save at allofiber.com/stack.
Bring new life to metal treasures with Kaiser Blasting and Coatings. From railings and fences to outdoor furniture and unique antiques, their expert team removes years of rust and weathering, then finishes each piece with a lasting powder coat. Trusted by industries across the region, now local homeowners and businesses can experience the same professional care. Visit KaiserBlasting.com or call 402-421-3559 to request your quote. Restore, protect, and make your metal shine like never before with the help of Kaiser Blasting and Coatings.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. With the school year here, A1 Automotive reminds you that college students get 10% off any service, and they offer free tire repair with a valid college ID. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive or downtown at 11th and L.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's schwisow.com.
It's been a busy day in sports. A lot has happened while you were up to your eyeballs in work. Catch up on what went down in Nebraska athletics, college sports, and your favorite pro sports leagues. This is Late Night in Lincoln live on 93.7 The Ticket. Sponsored by Canopy Street Market. Here are your hosts, Harrison Arens and Derek Pearson.
10:04 local time, Lincoln, Nebraska. 11th and O Street, 937 The Ticket. Late night. Buckle up. If you're still up, let us know. Text in 402-464-5685. Let us know, what in the world are you doing up at 10 o'clock? What are you
Watching
doing at
NFL, seeing if the Jazz can pull the damn thing off.
Well, they're second and 10. They're at the 12-yard line of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I told you. I listen. You walked in, and I was like, no, this. It's going to come down to one play, one throw. The Jags have one timeout. The Chiefs have three. So with 44 seconds left, there's some consideration, right?
Yep.
Do you think of course, the Jags just got a delay of game from the 12, and now it's
the one thing you really don't want to do in that situation.
It's 2nd and 15. Just get the play off. And then that's like Trevor. Like, what are we doing? Like, he's bickering about the play and getting the right personnel in the field, and it's kind of what happens. So some folks on the brick and mortar are over listening to that, and we'll take a break when the Monday Night Football game ends, and then come through and reset. Of course, on the other side of this, at the same time, is the National League Divisional Series with the Milwaukee Brewers sending bombs in the air. 2 3-run homers tonight. They lead 7-3 against the Cubs. They lead the series 1-0, and the Dodgers held off the Phillies tonight. It was really cool. Okay, so you can end up on either side of this fence. There are people that just rather enjoy softball, pro softball level scoring, right? Just home runs, bombs, runs all over the place. And there are those that enjoy pitchers' duels. But not all pitchers' duels are the same. There are power pitchers' duels, right? Where folks are just gas, fire, fire. But then there's pitching. And you can do both. You can throw 97, 98 and still be a pitcher. What happened tonight with 2 left-handers just dealing. And I don't know why it seems that much nastier when it's 2 southpaws getting after it.
Southpaw always clicks. I mean, fighting, southpaw, football, southpaw. Any sport, you get a southpaw, they're different.
It just looks raw. Coming out of the left-hander's hand when it's got some sauce and some movement. Pass interference against the Chiefs, 1st and goal. 30 seconds left into the end zone. Yeah, he had him beat, to the back of the end zone, reached up, grabbed early. Maybe a good flag to take though if he was that open and the ball was good. Well, he didn't know he just ran through it. Ended up being an interception, but because the ball deflected off the receiver's arms and into a Chiefs defender's hands. But it's 1st and goal, 30 seconds left. The Chiefs still have 3, and Trevor Lawrence just tripped and fell, pulling out of center. He gets up, and he's going to run it in for the score.
No way.
That is bananas.
He tripped and fell. Nobody touched him yet. He
Listen
got up and ran.
listen to me. Listen. like
That's incredible.
let me tell you how funny that is. Because it's 1st and goal, 30 seconds left with this flag down. So let's see what the flag is for.
That might be cooler than the fumble rooster.
I don't know. I don't know what.
Here's what we're gonna do.
And it's so funny too when you see on the sideline that you see the Jaguars players, just the coaches just grinning ear to ear, like just like we called it, just like we planned it. It's in the playbook that way.
Well, like if they find a way to win this game, they are going to be howling watching this on tape over and over. Let's go watch the game-winning drive from Trevor Lawrence. Everybody,
literally coming out of 7 plays, 60 yards, a minute 22. Penalties against the Chiefs. So
nice.
Extra point up and away, 3-point lead, 31-28 with 23 seconds and 3 timeouts.
What do you call it? The trip and score?
It really trip, stumble. It's the old Chris Berber rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. So he's getting out of center. So he gets the snap, and his right guard steps back and steps on his foot.
Okay, so it's not all on him.
All right. So he falls. He's at the 12. And he scrambles. Two Chiefs defenders get their hands on him. He breaks the tackle, is met at the goal line, dives forward. Like he was trying to throw it away, like once he fell, but then he got up and realized, oh, there's nobody home. There's nobody home. I thought there was an accident, but no, there's nobody home. Like he thought about it. He had a tight end in the corner and one defender. So he put the defender under duress, and it's like, okay, you got to make a choice. How do you want to take this? And he stayed back, and Trevor planted the foot at the 4 and got forward and dove into the end zone head first, took the hit. The locks are locking. That wonderful, tremendous lock of hair is it's totally locky right now on the sideline. So
I can't wait to watch this.
Oh,
I cannot wait to watch this on Twitter. When we go to break, I'm first thing I'm doing.
Yeah. We'll stay here until they end it, and we can go through it. But 23 seconds left, and it's Mahomes. So they need a field goal, and the return is a 35-yard line. Good return. Oh, flag. Oh,
I'm okay with that. As lived on Chiefs.
No, but I wanted to end naturally. Like I hate the infusion.
We just saw a trip and score. It's not ending naturally.
Well, but that is naturally. That literally is natural.
Okay.
Let the game play out.
Okay. Yeah. True.
Right. Like play the game. That's always the paramount thing is play the game, and you get a good return, 35 yards. That's a clean. Come here, two-handed. Jersey pull, come here. Let me pull you to the ground. Holding. So they'll march it back. Spot of the foul, back to the 17-yard line.
What's it say?
18-yard penalty.
Oh,
18-yard penalty. 16 seconds left too, because time ran off the clock.
What's field goal range for their kicker? Does it have it?
It's whatever Mahomes decides at this point.
That's a great point.
Right, that Mahomes will throw like he's gonna deep drop.
The 60-yard field goal. You can say thank you because that's pretty damn good with 17 seconds.
Yeah, that right. Like it's just kind of thing. He tried to go down the middle. The safety got a hand on it, knocked it down. So 9 seconds left. There's still 3 timeouts. So the middle of the field is in play.
Yep.
It almost is middle of the field. Well, no, I think it's almost 2 deep sideline patterns, 30 each, 20 each, 20 each.
Yeah.
20 each. 2 20-yard. You can get those generally in the 3 to 4 second range, right? He's going down the middle. Oh, his receiver didn't even turn his head.
Oh, my Lord.
Didn't even turn his head.
Falling apart right now.
Well, and it was 7. It was perfect time because it left 7 seconds. They would have had another chance. Mahomes sees him and is throwing him open. It hits him right in the helmet. Hits him right. Like when he turned his head around, it hit him in the head. Hit him in the shoulder and head.
This is a crazy finish right now. You got to trip and score a helmet, a football to the helmet.
Right,
You're not looking for it.
It's the thing that you would try to plan. You've got them in open space. He's trying to run, but this is also the thing about when you throw to the middle and there's space, that often you'll throw it and the receiver will make a decision that I can get extra yardage rather than going down. So they're going to have one shot from the 27.
They're going to need 40, at least.
But there's only 2 seconds left. So no,
they're not going to get it.
It's not going to happen. This is the alley-oop play. No, it's the this is not going to happen.
What do you call it? I mean, if you're going to set up a play in this situation, what do you like the laterals?
It's the super lateral.
Yeah.
Super lateral.
You try to set it up with like a hook and ladder first?
Or tip drill. Well, the previous play was perfect because the receiver was at the 35 or 31, wide open, but it's that thing that he would have had the ball with 7 seconds left with some open space. So what you would hope is that he would catch, run,
slide,
and get out of bounds. Like run to the sideline, get 20 yards and get out of bounds. You're at the 50-yard line. It's a 60, 70-yard kick, but still. But hits him on the back of the head and no shot. Now, they put 3 seconds on the clock. So you've got time for a 15-yard route to the sideline to get it to the 45. But that's your own 45. You're not getting into midfield. You can take the chance. So in a full start, you're talking about 4 or 5 receivers, right? 4 or 5 40 receivers. So in that time, if you can get the 20 yards to the sideline and make the throw, then you're at midfield with 1 click on the clock left. But it has to be perfect. And you do work on these things to see how far you can go on the clock to the sideline in this situation. And you have 3 seconds. So how far can you go? Harrison, we would say you could go 20 yards in 2 seconds. But he's going for the big one. He's going big ball. So he's going to step back. Now he'll get a running start. So he'll have to throw it from the 20. No, incomplete. They try to tip it.
I mean, at that point, you got to try something crazy.
Oh, it's a thing, right? And this is a 2-3 Kansas City Chiefs team, by the way.
And a 4-1 Jags.
And a
1-4 Baltimore Ravens.
1-4 Ravens.
And not undefeated, but a damn good Colts team.
There are no unbeatens. There are no unbeatens.
Yeah, the Eagles lost. That's right.
There are no unbeatens. The Bills and the Eagles lost. So there are no unbeaten teams.
Eagles, all right. Bills a little tougher to swallow.
No, I mean, the Eagles loss was brutal because they were dominant for 3.5 quarters.
I was mixing up my birds. The Ravens.
Yeah,
With no Lamar Jackson.
Well, the Ravens season with no Lamar, but here's the thing. The Ravens just need to play for the wild card.
I can do that.
5 losses, 6 losses, not fatal in the American Football Conference. That's not going to be that big a deal. Right? I mean, Chargers showed you yesterday they're going to give away a couple. They gave one at home to the Commanders that they're going to have to reconsider.
Big week, by the way, DP.
I'm
going to be blowing your phone up on Saturday, or I'm going to be dead silent. It's going to be one of the two.
No, on Saturday you can talk to me because I'll be there. I'll be at College Park. I'll be in Maryland. I'll be in neutral colors. I said the things to advise people what was going on. I did have the conversation with Coach Rule yesterday.
Yep.
When he was here, and it was a quick conversation, but I did this disclaimer that if by chance he saw me with Coach Locksley, to not be offended. He's like, no, we're pros. We both know people everywhere, so we're used to it.
You guys had a connection, right? With the guy that you guys both worked with?
Al Bellamy.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, that was the thing. I was like, I talked to Al this morning. He said, to punch you in the arm. I said, I'm not going to punch him in the arm, but I will say hello. Of course, Johnny Holiday. There are a lot of folks on the Penn State side and the Temple side that I'm friends with. He used to be the old trainer at Penn State, the old nutritionist. And Jim Salvatore, who was with Penn State, fed Matt Rule and his family quite often. Quite often. So there's always that. Let's do this. We will go to break because we can get
we had time to switch it live. They had a quick ad in there. So we're live right now.
Okay.
So we can go up to 25 minutes just like normal.
Okay. All right, sir. Greatly appreciate it. Well, again, I can now say, you can follow on all the live video streams. You can see us everywhere. And you can hear us everywhere. So we're in the car with you at home or wherever you're listening, if on the Ticket app, if that's where you're listening. If you don't have the Ticket app, you should probably get it.
Really good time to have it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Fall
say
in particular is a great time to have that.
Yeah, there's a lot going on and a lot about to happen, and it makes more sense.
You don't believe me? Ask Austin.
Yeah,
about putting the weekly schedule together.
Yeah, it's a thing. Well, we went through because we can double stream, and I want to do it, but I also want to do it when everybody's here.
Double stream, like with stuff going on in there and here?
Yes.
Yeah. We can do that. It is possible.
Yeah, but I want to make sure that everybody's here. So you need.
Yeah, be running back and forth would be a nightmare.
Multiple heads, right?
Screaming internally.
Right. Which I do not want to do to you. So yeah, that was that kind of deal. Shout out to my Jaguar friends who are at the game. They're sending pictures. They're thrilled that the Jaguars are 4-1.
Enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean,
they don't get a whole lot of moments like this. Enjoy that one.
Well, I mean, see, I remember when the Jags were good.
Bortle.
Well, this was the
for me. That's
Brunell run. They went through some things, but I also the Fred Taylor days where they just grinded out people. They had Keenan McCardell at one receiver. I forget who was at the other. Jimmy Smith at the other receiver, Pro Bowl tight end, Pro Bowl running back, and Taylor, Hall of Famer, Hall of Fame numbers by Fred Taylor. We don't talk about him enough as running back. But Taylor was a beast. And then defensively, the Jags just came at you. They just brought body after body, and they defended extremely well. So, there was a time when the Jags were super relevant, and they thought that drafting Trevor Lawrence would do that.
Situation around him didn't really feel like it was. I always, Trevor Lawrence, that's a tough spot to kind of get drafted into with Urban Meyer getting in and then out pretty quickly. He had to go through a lot of stuff that wasn't on him early, and it's nice to see him have some stability, and he's capitalizing.
Tough situation to be in.
Exactly.
Tough situation to be in, but that's usually the case.
Yeah, it is a lot of times.
That if you're a really good college quarterback, you're not going to a division champion. You're going to somebody at the other end. You're a cellar dweller, and it's difficult. And that means that's not the only piece missing.
Yep.
Rarely is that the only piece missing. In some cases, I mean, if you guess and you get it right. I mean, think about it. The Patriots or Brady, they had Drew Bledsoe. They were taking Brady as a reserve.
Yep.
Like it wasn't even planted. You had Bledsoe. He was their guy of the future.
Well, same thing with Brock Purdy, right? That's a good situation always, but
didn't think you were going to need him. Came in handy.
But the difference between those two teams is they weren't absolutely hell-bent on if we don't get this, we're screwed this season.
Yeah, I mean, you can bring in, if you're fully formed, I mean, the Niners had drafted 3 consecutive drafts of top line round 1 and round 2 offensive and defensive linemen.
Mm-hmm.
So goodness gracious, like they were set up. I mean, they were set up. And then they went in free agent and got the best that there was to add to it. But in too many situations in the NFL, it is a bad team needing a quarterback to come in and be elite, and it doesn't always happen. I mean, think about it. Pittsburgh, no. You can go all the way back to Terry Bradshaw being the number 1 pick. Well, they also had Terry Hanratty, who had already started, and you drafted Joe Gilliam, who actually beat out Terry Bradshaw and Terry Hanratty. Now, he hurt himself off the field, made it difficult. The Bengals, they went through it. I mean, think about what they had before Joe Burrow. And that's a lot to put on a young quarterback, to be the voice, the face, the quarterback, the motor, the engine, the general of a team that needs help. The Baltimore Ravens, they hoped Lamar was it, but if they really thought Lamar was it, they would have moved up to take him.
Yeah, good point.
Right? So you kind of got lucky. The Cleveland Browns, of course, that is a story often told that, bad organizations, bad teams with new quarterbacks just don't go well.
Yeah, Bears, they're in that camp too. They have been for a while. I hope they're coming out of it, but that was the case.
Colts through all of it, right? You get Andrew Luck, and you can't keep him because you don't have the pieces around to protect him. But his style of play certainly played into it. But what they were before, man, like back
to the good, organizations. You go look at the Chiefs. It's not like Mahomes walked into a dumpster fire. Alex Smith was good. They were going to the playoffs. They weren't winning Super Bowls.
What's what I'm saying? But they were a playoff team.
Yeah, they were playoffs.
They were playoff.
They were
team.
good.
It's like, I mean,
and
the only ones I think of the Tennessee Titans when they got Vince Young, but it took him a year or two. The Houston Texans with Stroud, but before that, like it was Deshaun Watson, and it took him a minute, and then he screwed that up.
Yeah, well, Deshaun Watson, and when he was playing good, it was kind of back to the Andrew Luck thing. It's like, are you going to give him some pieces? He's playing really good ball right now, and it got to the point where even some of the Texans players were telling him, like, man, you deserve better. You're playing so good for us.
It's legit. I mean, think so. Justin Herbert with the Chargers and what happens, but that's an organization that if you go through it, you went and got Phillip Rivers, but Rivers wasn't the first choice. So, you went and got Drew Brees, but he wasn't the first choice. Eli, first choice, didn't even want to play for you, right? So you go through the Broncos. Again, they've gone through a full assortment. They hope that Bo Nix is the answer. You would believe that before that they had gotten it in place, but they've been a revolution of players. Like that's a revolving door of players for the Broncos.
Yeah.
So there's no personality type in place. The Raiders, of course, they're the prototype, but geez, we don't get it right when it comes to quarterback and putting people in play. The Eagles didn't know. You hope Jalen Hurts was going to be what he is, but look at all the pieces around Jalen Hurts. Like they were not at the bottom of the division.
No.
Like that, you just went and got a guy. Dallas Cowboys. Constantly not getting it right at quarterback. I mean, Dak made the choice. They had to fight. There were people there that didn't want Dak under center, right, for a variety of reasons.
Can you imagine being the quarterback of the Cowboys?
No, I cannot.
The amount of
just
conversations that people want to have with you that would probably drive you crazy.
Just stuff. The Commanders, same thing in place.
You guys got the good coaching staff put together, and that's really helped.
Well, but you brought in a new coach.
You got some players.
You had some players.
Yeah.
Now, you've done a really good job of going to get the pieces around.
We interrupt this commercial break for an.
Oops. Apologies on that. Accidentally finger slip there. We're not going to break just yet.
Okay.
Let me pause that. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That was just a slip of the finger.
Wait a minute. I was like,
no.
what's Allie doing here?
We're still live.
The New York Giants fall in that category of quarterbacks that, okay. I mean, Eli, you go back to Eli. And then before Eli, I don't know that you've had a run. The Detroit Lions made the move and then had to trade their number one move for somebody else's number one move. So they and the Rams flip-flop. The Vikings didn't get it right. They didn't get it right. And you hope you got it right now, but you put J.J. McCarthy with, I don't know, the number 3 receiver in all of the NFL. You've got a running back. You've got bigs up front. You've got a defense. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have screwed it up. They just constantly have screwed it up. The Falcons have been bad about figuring out who their number one quarterback is and how to get him in the system.
Well, they had Matt Ryan was good. They could have done way more damage with him than they did.
Well, but
they almost did.
Well, but if think about that he was the guy for a long time, and they were never satisfied with him.
Yes,
even as the MVP, they weren't satisfied with him. Right, so that's the thing that's culturally problematic. The Carolina Panthers,
they at least appreciated Cam Newton.
Well, with Cam, no, until they didn't.
Until they did. I'm remembering
until they did. Until they didn't. And the Saints, when did you get it right? You didn't draft Drew Brees. You just traded for him.
Mm-hmm.
So when did you get it right?
Was there a quarterback that you would know better than
you got to go all the way back to Archie Manning.
Really?
You got to go back to Archie Manning. We can spend the entire next segment going through the progression of Saints quarterbacks the same way we do the Bears.
Yeah, let's do that. We always pick on the Bears and the Browns.
No, we can go.
Escape out of this all the time.
We'll go down the Saints rabbit hole when we come back to the ticket.
We interrupt this commercial break for an important story.
There once was a man from Nebraska who went searching for food in Alaska. When his stomach was rumbling while laying in bed, he could think of only one option, Führer's cheese spread. So he left it once and drove day and night to return back home for cheese spread delight. Now his stomach is full and the voice in his head tells him no more vacations without Führer's cheese spread. Find yours today at most local grocers.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Hey guys, it's Monet here with The Night Before. Why have you not stopped in lately to see me? If you haven't been to The Night Before in a while, you are missing out. Up to 20 beautiful ladies each night. Newly remodeled bar. Oh, and we now have a 12-foot video wall to watch all the big games on. Come watch a game at The Night Before. Mention this ad and your first beer is $1. Check us out on Instagram at The Night Before Lounge. Hope to see you soon.
Are you tired of living in pain? At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, they make it simple. From head to toe, spine to extremities, they've got you covered. Their multi-specialty team of experts in orthopedic surgery, plastic surgery, podiatry, physical therapy, and occupational therapy all work under one roof to get you back to living life pain-free. Don't wait another day. Visit prairie-ortho.com today or call them at 402-489-4700. Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins.
Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services is here to help you protect things that are most important to you. Whether it's your home, your family, or your future, Jack Russell has the proven experience to get the job done while developing authentic relationships with you. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100. Again, that's 402-421-9100. Or visit one of his 2 locations in Lincoln or Seward and learn how you can excel in the complicated world of insurance. Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services, a trusted and well-respected representative since 1999.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Hey, it's Jake Sorensen. Tune in this Friday as Early Break with myself, Steve Sipple, and Bill Bush broadcast from the Nebraska Army National Guard hangar ahead of the air show this weekend. You won't want to miss this one. That's this Friday for Early Break from 6 to 8 a.m. at the Nebraska Army National Guard hangar.
This is Rick Heyman with Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Sartor Heyman is celebrating 120 years, and you could win big. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram for your chance to win a $120 gift certificate every week. That's right, we're giving away $120 every week as a thank you for being part of our story. Don't miss your chance to treat yourself. Follow Sartor Heyman Jewelers today. Celebrating 120 years. Sartor Heyman, when only the best will do.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service, bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Calling all caffeinated Husker fans. Looking to boost your energy and focus? Caffeine alone won't do the trick. Enter Cranium Energy Drinks based out of Fremont, Nebraska, founded by lifelong Husker fans. Cranium is more than just caffeine. Every can has highly dosed nootropics that help boost mental clarity, paired with 150 milligrams of natural caffeine to provide smooth, long-lasting energy as well as enhanced focus. Find it at Hy-Vee Health Markets in Nebraska and Council Bluffs, as well as select gas stations and supplement stores. Or purchase online at drinkcranium.com, spelled with a Y after the I. Enter code EARLYBREAK.
Back to Late Night in Lincoln live on 93.7 The Ticket. Here are your hosts, Harrison Arens and Derek Pearson.
Monday night, live, Late in Lincoln, 10:33 local time, 11-0. If you're in your car, if you're at home, if you're on the app, you're streaming on your favorite device. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for hanging out with us. We see you out there on the stream, so we appreciate you being out there and hanging out on a late night. We will cover a lot of things. Of course, the Chiefs fall to Jacksonville. They had the late lead, 28-24, back and forth game.
Yeah, Jags started off 7-0, right? And then it was kind of 14, back and forth early.
14-0 Chiefs. Jags came back, scored 3 straight touchdowns. You had a 99-yard pick return, right? Mahomes with a not-so-wise decision, throwing into the end zone, cut under the receiver, picked it, and took it up the sideline to the house. 21-14. They tied it at 21. Jags went up 24-21. Mahomes takes them on a long drive to make it 28-24, and then Trevor Lawrence in the final minute. I think the final score was at like 17 seconds or somewhere along that line.
Literally 17 seconds.
Yeah, where he took the snap from center. There was a penalty flag in the end zone that gave him first down. First and goal, and then he was under center, and his right guard stepped on his foot, tripped him.
To be fair, when he tried to get back up the second time, no one stepped on him. He just didn't quite have his footing yet.
He's in a panic.
Yeah, understandably.
He's in a panic.
Worked out in their favor, though. Those beautiful seconds, they might have needed those. Just tripping and stumbling.
Well, you could tell that in his head, he was going to throw the ball away and reset.
Yeah, and I don't blame him for having
but he looked up. He got up. He got away from, because he had to move. He had to get away from a defender who got his hands on him. He broke the tackle and then got his eyes into the end zone. And you could see that, okay, I'm at a point now where I can make a decision. Somebody will be in trouble one way or the other. If they jump off to me, I'll throw it to my tight end in the corner. Easy throw. If he doesn't, I'll run it in. He stayed kind of apex the two of them.
Yep.
And made Trevor make the decision. He ducked his head, got into the end zone for the winner. So the Jags improved to 4-1, and the Chiefs fall to 2-3. And the numbers, you start to pay attention to these things, and you go, I don't want to give anybody too much credit or give them too much worry. But if you're the Chiefs, you're in third place in your division.
Yep.
And the Broncos and Chargers are both at 3-2. Now, mind you,
and they both beat you.
But the Chargers lost Sunday. Broncos win, come back and beat the Eagles. So, momentum wise, and I don't know how. I need to ask Barry Thompson this. But what is the psyche of a Raiders fan?
I tried asking DeMornay Pearsonell, and I did very kindly. I did it when there was like literally 1 minute left.
Yeah,
I'm like, this is gonna hurt, but let's talk about it.
Yeah, how do you need a couch? Like, do you need therapy?
It's a Kelly thing for DeMornay Pearsonell. He thinks that Chip Kelly's, and I I'm just saying he's new to the organization, and the organization's been bad for a while, so maybe it's not just him, but the offense was pretty woeful. But the Colts defense is really, really good. So yeah, I'm glad I'm just not a Raiders fan.
It is tough, man. It is tough. Okay, so we were talking about quarterbacks, organizations that get the quarterback thing right. I'm not sure that anybody gets it right.
There's people who are better at it than others, though.
Who are better at it than most, and even they have their dry moments.
Yep.
If you think of the Packers, where you could carve out 80% of their starts to Bart Starr, Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, and now Jordan Love.
You could 40 years of solid QB.
Right, like that's like MVPs and Pro Bowlers and the lot.
Yeah, someone grew up, got married, had a son, and they still had a good quarterback
right,
all through it.
Right, like
their son's growing up,
watching
a good quarterback.
Grandpa son, dad, granddad all had a dude at quarterback, right? You had the eras where you had Lynn Dickey and Don Mikowski and that sort of thing. But for the most part, Scott Hunter. I remember Scott Hunter played at Alabama. They thought this was the thing, right? That, Alabama quarterback, Bart Starr, woo, get another one from Alabama, Scott Hunter. Not the same. Not the same. Not the same. They were not the same. And that was the thing, that Alabama quarterbacks, that was actually a thing back in the day, because these were Bear Bryant disciples of ball handling, and they usually were athletic. think about that run of Bart Starr, Kenny Stabler, Joe Namath, multitasking, multi-throwing, dual threat quarterbacks whose mobility was a problem for defenses in that era of the NFL, where you didn't know how to defend it.
When the Roll Tide was putting that on display.
Yeah, Roll Tide was doing that thing. So, Notre Dame had a bit of that. But we were talking about the New Orleans Saints. And it is an interesting, and I had to smack my own wrist, because when I said Archie Manning, I immediately knew there was a feeling of regret in my stomach, like I was skipping somebody. So you have to remember, the Saints came to be in 1967. So this is about my age group lane. I'm 5 years older than the Saints.
Okay.
So I was 5 when I heard about this thing called the Saints. And you go, okay, what are we doing? And they were bad. Those early Saints were bad. Matter of fact, year 1, they were 3-11. Year 2, they won 4 games. Year 3, they won 5 games. Year 4, they won 2 games.
Oh.
The next year they won 4, 2, 5, 2, 4, 3, 7, and then 1988 they had the year of all years, and it was so spectacular for New Orleans. They went 500. They went 8-8, and I mean to tell you, I remember being in high school, and it was they had this owner that had this fully New Orleans glitter umbrella, and he would dance on the sidelines with it, and they were celebrating going 500.
Have it, enjoy it. A lot of 2-win seasons. Lots of
Nebraska fans fully understand.
Do they?
The importance of getting to 500. No. Last year, getting to 6-6, there were some feelings being felt.
Yeah, okay. That is true.
There are some feelings being felt when they became bowl eligible. There are people that were in tears, validated that I've spent all this time, emotion, and energy on this program, and we got to 500. It was like throw confetti in the air, man. I'm surprised there wasn't a parade up and down O Street, right?
I would have gone.
Right, everybody would have. Yeah. But then, in true Saints fashion, to win the 8 games, they then won 3 games the next season.
Oh. Did a lot change? New quarterback?
No. They went 8-8, and then they won. I'm sorry. I stand corrected. They didn't win 3 games the next year.
Don't tell me they won 2.
They only won 1. No. They only won 1. The
following worst season yet. So they had the worst season yet after they finally went.
Best season. Got all the hype.
All right, the highs and lows. We'll just put them together.
Got the hype, and then 1 win. 1 win.
Coasting
and then,
after the big win.
Oh, boy. Brutal. 4 wins. In 1983, they got back to 500.
I'm going to look up what their overall record is, because this is a horrible start.
It is. Oh, when I tell this is bad. So, but in year 1, their first starting quarterback was a guy named Gary Quazzo. And I knew of Quazzo from playing in other places. But then he kept the job, and then he lost the job to somebody I would call a friend. There's a friend of mine that was a quarterback for the Saints, the second quarterback for the Saints ever. His name is Billy Kilmer. Billy Kilmer, who was actually a halfback, a running halfback in college. He was not a quarterback. He was a passing halfback in those days of the 60s where quarterbacks ran and threw. Yeah, it was. There's a thing. There's a thing.
The passing halfback?
Passing halfback. Running quarterback.
That's new.
Running quarterback.
They called it a passing halfback.
Oh, running quarterbacks were back in the day. They were wing back offenses, and different running backs would take the direct snap from center. You could do it in the wing T. You could do it from.
I knew that happened. I just didn't realize it was such a thing that you guys like.
Yeah, but they would also throw. Yeah, because
of it,
because if you were going to pass from that game where any of your running backs could take the snap from center, two of them, everybody other than the fullback could throw the ball or asked to throw the ball. And Billy Kilmer did that for the Saints in year one. Billy Kilmer was never known as the most blessed passer, but he was the Saints starter from 67 until Archie Manning was drafted in 1971. They didn't win much. Here's the other thing, that Billy Kilmer went from the Saints to Los Angeles to the Rams with George Allen. Got better because he had better people around him, and then came to the Redskins. I want to say 70. No, you know what? He may have come to the Redskins right away from the Saints. Yeah, because Sonny Jurgensen had torn an Achilles, and so they needed somebody. And then the following year, they drafted Joe Theismann, or they traded for Joe Theismann. But Archie Manning took over for the Saints in 71. He was the starting quarterback until he got hurt in 76. They brought in Bobby Douglas from the Bears, the left-handed gunslinger, sub 50% passer. Was
one of the best
running quarterbacks in the history of the NFL. A lot of the rushing records for a long time were held by Bobby Douglas. And then he left and went to the Bears. Archie Manning was the quarterback until 1981. Was replaced in 1982 by Ken Stabler, who was set aside by the Raiders. The Raiders, matter of fact, the Raiders and the Oilers. Maybe he went to the Oilers after the Saints.
I always got to remember the Oilers in that era.
Yeah, but Stabler, man, oh man, yeah, Kenny Stabler. But he was a 500 quarterback for them. He did 2 years, and then I think he went to Houston after that, 84, because Earl Campbell took over and Dave Casper in that deal. So they drafted Dave Wilson. That didn't work. They traded for Richard Todd from the Jets. That didn't work. Dave Wilson took over. They brought in they drafted Bobby Hebert from I want to say Louisiana Lafayette, maybe. He was a Louisiana boy. And so there was some kismet thing of having the Louisiana boy lead the Saints. And they did that for quite a bit. He and Dave Wilson went back and forth. Hebert was the backup for 2 years, for 2 years. Hebert wins the starting job and goes 10-1 as the starter.
Okay.
So now you got a real hero.
Yeah.
You got a full hero. This was in the strike year. So they were really good in the strike year. His backup was from Ole Miss, John Forcade. But they went back and forth. But Hebert went 10-2, 10-6, 6-7. Forcade came in when Hebert got beat up and went 3-0. Right. So there's this quarterback who's, whenever you go down, he's 5-1. So there was some build up to, well, maybe it's not just Hebert, but it's the Saints. So, you're winning. Shut up. They were defense first team. So let's be clear. Then Hebert goes 6-7. Forcade goes 3-0. They bring in Steve Walsh from BYU. He's there for 1 year, 6-5. Hebert takes back over as the starter. They bring him back. He's 8-1 as the starter. Steve Walsh was 3-4. Hebert went 12-4 in 92. Wade Wilson. Hebert went, I want to say he went to the Steelers.
I was going to say, what's happening here? It feels like they get somebody and then they leave. And then they come back and they get them a year later.
Well,
that's just how the NFL works back then?
Back then, sort of.
Just kind of rotating.
Trading didn't work the way it does now.
Okay, that makes way more
right.
sense.
And the free agency didn't work the way it does
because I was getting lost and I was like, what the hell is going on
here?
Yeah,
the free agency was not what it is
okay,
now.
That makes way more sense.
Wade Wilson for a year before he went to the Raiders. So the Raiders and the Saints kind of went back and forth. They went and got Jim Everett from the Rams. This was after the dust up with him and Jim Rome.
Oh, yeah. Is that real or is
that was real?
Okay.
Jim Everett was 7-9, 7-9, and then 3-2. They replaced him with Doug Nussmeier, who's now a great college coach. Oregon Duck, I believe. They then traded to Washington. They traded with Washington for Heath Schuler, who had busted. Total bust in Washington. I forgot Heath had a run in Saints. I forgot he had a run. But he was, oh, good heavens, what was going on then? Heath Schuler was 4-5. Billy Joe Holbert came in. It was also 2-2. Billy Joe Tolliver, Danny Werfel, and Doug Nussmeier. 5 starters in 1 year.
Oh, my
5.
Lord.
The next year, 1998, Kerry Collins.
Okay.
In 98. I'm like, what are you doing? Now, Kerry's there for a year before he goes to the Giants and takes them to Super Bowl. But he was 2-5 in New Orleans. Danny Werfel was 2-5. Billy Joe Tolliver was 1-3. Billy Joe Holbert was 1-6. Jake Delhomme in 1999. Jake Delhomme, before he goes to the Panthers and leads them, right? And has their Super Bowl run.
What was he with the Saints?
Right? With the Saints, he was 1-1. That's it. He got 2 starts.
You're just noticing a pattern here of the records don't seem to change a whole lot, and the best they do is really rare.
It's Drew Brees. You waited from 1967 to 2009. No. Yeah.
Well, you had some guys in there that could have been
2018. What's Super Bowl year? 2018?
Yeah, 18.
Right?
Because I was senior year of
So
high
you
school.
went from 1967 to 2018. That's when you got your ring.
But it's just the quarterbacks. The quarterbacks we've gotten haven't lived up to the standard of a Saint. It's not our organization, DP.
They had, bruh.
That's not what we do. It's not the Saints. It's the quarterback.
They had,
clearly.
and the world lost its mind in 2000 because in 2000 they had Jeff. Yeah, we'll go to break. But they had Jeff Blake and Aaron Brooks as their 2 quarterbacks. They went 10-6, but under no circumstances was this normal because you had 2 black starting quarterbacks in the year 2000.
I know we're winning games, but something just looks off. I feel uncomfortable. Some of those conversations are really happening too. They're winning ball games, and they're just like, I know we're winning, guys, but I'm just gonna say that
they happen. And Aaron Brooks was a UVA guy. He was a University of Virginia guy, so he was a smart brother. Yeah, that was a whole other thing. Oh, we'll go to break. We'll stay down the rabbit hole because quarterback talk is always interesting.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Moe's Moving is now Moe's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top-quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com. Comfort food, but make it vegan. At Rutabagas, they're serving all your crave-worthy classics. Mac and cheese, loaded nachos, Philly cheesesteaks, all 100% plant-powered and 100% delicious. Catch them at their cozy spot at 70th and Vine, or find their food truck rolling through the streets of Lincoln. So whether you're vegan, veg curious, or just hungry for comfort food with a twist, Rutabagas has a plate waiting for you. Find them on Instagram for their food truck location and specials. Rutabagas, where comfort meets compassion. Salt Mine City is your go-to brewery in the Haymarket for craft beers and great food. Enjoy a full menu of great items daily for lunch and dinner, like their Big Fatty 7-ounce hamburger or a Reuben sandwich served on Blackstone rye bread. And don't forget their beef or chicken nachos with guacamole, sour cream, jalapenos, and more. Wash it down with one of their 12 beers on tap, including the popular Single Axle Light American Lager. Salt Mine City, now open 2 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 11 a.m. Friday through Sunday at 8th and R.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
I'm Kirk Herbstreit, and today I'm eating Raising Cane's. I want a solid bench of 4 chicken fingers, crinkle cut fries with Texas toast. Now back to you, Todd.
So the usual.
Make Raising Cane's part of your game day lineup.
When your home fills up with family, Aloe Fiber makes sure that space is a happy place for everyone. Aloe Fiber experts install it all, and full service means step-by-step support, guiding you through everything so you can stay connected to what matters, and the family can always feel at home. Put the game on, and don't worry about your Wi-Fi calling a timeout. Better TV and internet service is one connection away. Call Allo at 866-481-2556 or visit allofiber.com.
Imagine starting your day with a computer glitch that leaves you feeling stuck, frustrated, and unable to get your work done. You have 1,000,001 things to get done today, and waiting for the tech issue to solve itself isn't one of them. It's time to let Hamilton handle the tech so you don't have to. We help businesses across the state spend more time on what they do best and less time frustrated with office technology. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we're focused on providing custom solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Connect with us today at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Calling all caffeinated Husker fans. Looking to boost your energy and focus? Caffeine alone won't do the trick. Enter Cranium Energy Drinks based out of Fremont, Nebraska, founded by lifelong Husker fans. Cranium is more than just caffeine. Every can has highly dosed nootropics that help boost mental clarity, paired with 150 milligrams of natural caffeine to provide smooth, long-lasting energy as well as enhanced focus. Find it at Hy-Vee Health Markets in Nebraska and Council Bluffs, as well as select gas stations and supplement stores. Or purchase online at drinkcranium.com, spelled with a Y after the I. Enter code EARLYBREAK for 10% off your order.
Back to Late Night in Lincoln live on 93.7 The Ticket. Here are your hosts, Harrison Arens and Derek Pearson.
Welcome back. Yeah. Harrison gets the details at the break, kind of fill them in.
I learned about others.
There's a lot to it. There's more to sports and culture than meets the eye. Especially, I mean, again, if you're in the middle of the country, you kind of know what you know. You know what other people tell you about the rest of the country, but you don't know.
It's such a treat though. Because you get you get your mind blown because you're such an innocent person just in the middle of nowhere, and you're like,
you really are.
They did what? Why?
What?
Someone acted out of greed and power.
What? What are you talking about? Update 8th inning, still 7-3 Brewers, headed towards leading that series 2-0, and we're marching definitively and purposely towards a Los Angeles Dodgers versus Canada World Series. Can you?
I was watching the Toronto game. Yeah, because I think that was Yankees Toronto after Husker football. Because I went to the game with a buddy and we were watching that, and it was just incredible. He couldn't believe it either. Just talking about,
like, I thought Dodgers Yankees was going to happen, right?
World Series in Toronto,
right? But a Dodgers Toronto World Series. America is not mentally prepared for this.
I don't think Canada's mentally prepared.
Well, no, I think Canada would I think Toronto would love the idea.
I think they would love it, but I think a lot of them are just like peeking up right now. Like, hold on a second.
No,
is this
America's pastime?
Hey, and we're Canada's current time.
And we're not necessarily getting along, Harrison.
That's a good point.
We don't necessarily. We are not exactly being friendly, cordial neighbors right now. And there's some across the border communication and travel that's going to happen.
If they beat us in baseball, we have to beat them in everything hockey.
Oh well, look, we have, and they're mad about it.
Yeah,
they're mad about it. They're mad about it. And I was in Baltimore when there was a Canadian Football League team that moved to Baltimore and won the Canadian Football League. And they lost their minds.
Yeah.
They lost their minds. It was, chef's kiss beautiful just to watch the Canadian Football League go, okay, that's it. Bring all the teams back. Like, we're not having any American teams. We would rather do base level business than have American teams win the great.
You guys can practice in Germany.
Yeah,
Iceland,
do all the
US.
You are not going to Baltimore. I want to say they were the Stallions.
Baltimore Stallions.
I want to say, we'll do that at the break. I'll go down the rabbit hole to identify that.
This is funny. I didn't never know. Canadian football. Why Baltimore though? Well,
Jim Spears, money. When the answer, when you don't know the answer is money. So we'll do that second hour of chaos coming up.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
This is where it happens. Long hikes with friends, kayaking adventures with family, more horseback riding, zip line gliding, rock face climbing, hammock camping fun than you could ever imagine. And it's all outdoors, amongst the trees and across the prairie, here beneath Nebraska skies. Plan an outing today at yournebraskaadventure.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Hungry for something real? Come to HF Crave, Lincoln's favorite spot for burgers that are anything but basic. Locally sourced Nebraska beef, hand-cut fries, and bold flavors that'll make your taste buds cheer. Whether you're craving the classics or ready to try something wild, they've got the burger that gets you. HF Crave. Fresh, local, craveable. Find them at 48th and Holdridge or order online at hfcrave.com.
If one of the things running through your mind as a business owner is the recurring worry of possible cyber attacks, you can let out a sigh of relief. Hamilton Business Technologies has you covered. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we offer real-time threat monitoring, advanced security protocols, and more to keep your data safe from harm. We care about the success of Nebraska businesses and communities like yours. Learn how we can help you at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Hey guys, it's Monet here with The Night Before. What could be better than watching football with up to 20 beautiful ladies? The Night Before now has a 12-foot video wall for you to watch all the big games. Just like the players, you need to practice though. Repeat after me. Hey honey, I'm going to watch the game with the guys. I'll be home as soon as the game is over. It's all in the details. Come watch a game with The Night Before. Mention this ad and your first beer is $1.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Your possibilities are endless at Doane University. Rooted in liberal arts, you can choose from undergraduate and graduate programs, all delivering real-world experience. At Doane University, we take a personal approach to education, giving you the guidance you need to own your future. It's not just our long history of innovative learning, it's the feeling of being surrounded by possibilities that makes us different. Now is your time. Apply today at doane.edu/apply.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
It's been a busy day in sports. A lot has happened while you were up to your eyeballs in work. Catch up on what went down in Nebraska athletics, college sports, and your favorite pro sports leagues. This is Late Night in Lincoln live on 93.7 The Ticket, sponsored by Canopy Street Market. Here are your hosts, Harrison Arens and Derek Pearson.
Oh, hour number 2. It is 11:04 Lincoln local time. Appreciate you hanging out with us and going down all of the rabbit holes that we go down over the course of 2 hours each weeknight. On Friday. This week, Harrison will carry the board. Actually, I'll be in College Park in time to do Thursday night. If you want to do that, I can just stream it.
Oh, easy. Yeah, if you want to do that, I don't want to get in the way of your plans, but
Well,
I don't got no problem with that.
I think you're going to help cover some of the other shifts throughout the course of the week.
Yep.
Nick and Austin are going to Big Ten basketball media.
Yep. So I'll be on Old School Wednesday and Thursday.
Okay.
For everybody.
And then
Saturday as well. We'll figure out what that looks like. But
well,
I'm
Friday's
assuming
the
post game volleyball, right? Is there volleyball on Friday? I think there is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll have to stay connected on all those things.
High school
and then
football,
Saturday,
we'll figure that out.
Yeah, and then Saturday I'll be in Maryland. I'll call in from somewhere incognito. We can do that. The Starter Haven text line is 424-645-685. Lots of there's several rabbit holes to go all the way down. Chiefs lose tonight. They can't hold on to the lead. They get a late lead at 28-24. But Trevor Lawrence and his hair were magnificent. Trip, fall, stumbled, rumbled, bumble, stumble.
Lower the helmet, punch it in.
Lower the helmet, get in for the win. Jags improved to 4-1. Chiefs fall to 2-3. Brewers have their closer in the game, up 7-3, 2 outs. I tell you that I love skinny closers. Guys that are like Uribe doesn't look like he has the torque to generate the kind of nastiness that he does.
It's all about that arm length, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's nasty. So that's a final 7-3. Brewers up 2-0. If they get it done, and then I think they and the Dodgers advance, and then listen, nobody wants to see Milwaukee and Toronto. Like
that would be the funniest one.
Nobody.
Yeah.
No, we really don't.
And Milwaukee and Toronto.
Like don't Milwaukee. Well, or Milwaukee and Detroit. Like What are we doing?
I think.
What are we doing?
The bummer of Toronto and Detroit can't be in it together.
No,
that'd just be the total polar opposites.
Yeah, but that's the whole fun. That's the whole thing behind it. Is that if baseball fans do not understand, and they don't know Seattle enough.
No,
like they don't know Seattle enough to know what this is. So the one that makes sense, but is the one that creates. It will bring out every stark raving mad lunatic that we have in the USA versus Canada World Series. And I'm just not ready to have those conversations.
You know how many new baseball fans will be born that day?
Oh, people that have no idea. Like, you're going to ask them immediately, name the greatest pitcher in Toronto history. Like, you're such, like, okay, can you do that? No, you can't. And if Ohtani, like, you've got to root for the Dodgers because they're America.
Yeah.
But Ohtani's the and the Hernandez boys and like,
I didn't think about that part.
Right, like
USA.
Like, oh, yeah, go ahead.
Ohtani, Hernandez.
Yeah, go ahead, bro. Like, whatever you're gonna do, you're gonna have difficulty in this thing.
That's hilarious. I really want it to happen. This is just gonna be a lot of fun.
I just know the conversation we're not ready to have.
I mean, you're just gonna be listening to some shows and be like, "Why are they talking about sports today?" There'll be a reason for it.
Oh, just pain, just the pain that people just do not understand how this works.
Might be good for our viewership. We might tap into a new listener fan base.
Oh, 100%. We'd lose some folks who don't want to have that conversation.
And I can't blame them.
But no, like I said, I'm just being proactive and planting the flags and the seeds.
Well, everyone's thinking it. If it happens, like, everyone's gonna be like, at the very least, they're thinking this will be interesting.
All of USA chants at Dodger Stadium.
Oh yeah,
only.
And then what's Canada's chant? Do they just go Canada? Like, seriously, what is their chant? Ours might be obnoxious, but it's iconic.
All you have to do is watch an NHL hockey game. They give you all the chants.
Yeah, I'm doing them a disservice.
But we were talking about that whole thing, right? That Canada really, I mean, the Joe Carter, Dave Stieb, Blue Jays did a thing, and Carter's walk-off home run, setting that, and Dave Stewart leaving Oakland and going over there and helping them win, and Robbie Alomar, like, they were loaded. John O'Rourke, and it was a tough time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was a tough time because America's like, wait a minute, hold on, really? Toronto's got the best team in the world? We weren't ready for that. We're not prepared for that. And it's been a minute, and now we're going to have the best record in baseball belong to the Toronto Blue Jays.
It's kind of similar to, like, the Panthers having the best NHL record and winning in the NHL. Like, the Florida team, of course.
The Florida team. Florida and Tampa.
Yeah,
Florida and Tampa. Like, they just, it bothers them. But there was a time in the 90s where Canadian football came to America. And there was the Great Southern Expansion. So, formerly known as the Baltimore Football Club.
Okay.
So Washington is not out of its own space. The Baltimore Stallions, who were also the Baltimore CFL Colts. So there were several things going on. Remember that the Colts were taken at midnight by Mayflower moving vans in the snow to Indianapolis. And the battle to have football in Baltimore, because Baltimore will tell you it is a football town. It is not a basketball town. It is a baseball town, but it is certainly a football town first. And its love for the Colts broke Baltimore in a way that I'm surprised that it ever recovered from. And I'm not sure it has, because the fans have been splintered.
Is there a good documentary on that?
Oh, there's a great documentary.
Okay,
There's a great documentary. Oh man, let me find it for you, because
it just be brutal, like a team you love like that, just overnight.
Well,
leaving you.
It was tough because it was the news. In the middle of the night, like what they said about him. Yeah, the 30 for 30, the band that wouldn't die.
Okay, there's a 30.
There's a 30 for 30.
Sweet.
Band that wouldn't die. And then, but there's also another one because The Move. It's called The Move. There's another one. So there's several documentaries. One is several parts. But The Band That Wouldn't Die just talks about, in several pieces and parts, the relationship that the Colts had with Baltimore. Because the Colts existed before the Orioles did, right? And they were the Colts drove the city. So imagine
Colts were there first, really.
Colts were there first, and John Unitas could do no wrong.
Yeah.
Right? He gave Baltimore sauce. Like he gave them the juice. It was everything. That the greatest football player of that era belonged to Baltimore. And he was a castaway. He was thrown away by other NFL teams and came to Baltimore, and they gave him a chance, and he was an all shucks, Louisville country boy, buzz cut and high heel black football cleats, right? But he threw the football, and he changed the game of football by the way he threw it. Like he was like, oh, no, I'm going to drop plays with my finger in the dirt, and I'm going to call my own plays, and then I'm just going to go out here and play football. He also, back then they weren't making a lot of money.
Yeah.
So they would get in these communities. The NFL players would get in these communities and would become part of the communities because some would open bars, some would.
I'd say most of these guys have jobs.
Some
right?
would sell cars, some would deliver beer. There's a whole range of things. And, Baltimore and Washington side by side for different, like Baltimore was, they were different. They end up being in the same, right? Because they originally were in the National Football League together. And there were some, but it wasn't much of a rivalry because they had Johnny Unitas and they were good. Washington wasn't good until the 60s. And then there was the Sonny and Johnny Unitas stuff. But the Colts won big games, and it mattered. The greatest game ever played. You can go back, them and the New York Giants in the 50s and 60s. And the very first games that were ever on TV included the Baltimore Colts and the New York Giants. So, and then they had a band, and they had all they had parades all the time for the team. And it was that kind of connection. And that's why they told the story, the band that wouldn't die, because the Baltimore band was a big part of the city, at events, store openings.
Especially back then, the band was a big deal. I mean, there's a reason why you go to halftime shows today that band's still performing at halftime. That used to be very important. It still is.
Baltimore and Washington had bands. Not everybody had them. Baltimore and Washington had bands, and the bands were big parts of the city. As a matter of fact, Washington still has a band. As a matter of fact, I think it may be the only team that has a band in the NFL.
Really?
That has a full-time band? I mean, there are people that do like drum lines and that sort of thing.
Full-time band.
But I'm just off the top of my head, it's the only NFL team that has, it's certainly the oldest band.
The only NFL teams with full-time marching bands. There's the Commanders, and there's one more. Take a guess.
Baltimore. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And
there you go. You're absolutely right.
No, and it's, again, I don't know what I had for lunch today, but there's things I can't remember.
Rico's been good. It's been
but that's kind of what the nighttime is just trying to go back in the space. And again, the fact that I remembered the name of the Baltimore CFL Stallions, and that Jim Spiros was the owner of that organization, and Jim Spiros was a sports bar guy. Like he was a sports bar guy in the DMV. Played football at Clemson. I think Barry coached his son. I think Barry Thompson coached his son. And his son played at Clemson too. Played linebacker for Clemson just 5 or 6 years ago.
Oh, okay. This is
recent. He was I remember he was on the 78 Gator Bowl team at Clemson, and the 1981 national championship team at Clemson. So he was a football guy with some money and had the whole thing. He was with the Redskins as an administrator and assistant coach when they won the Super Bowl, when they went to back-to-back Super Bowls. So they won the one and lost against the Raiders. So they beat the Dolphins and then lost to the Raiders. So he was there until 85. In 93, the CFL finalized the 6-team expansion to the U.S. Spiros was named owner and team president of the Baltimore franchise. And again, he had sports bars, like old-fashioned sports bars, where it was real work. Like it took, big dishes and that sort of thing. Tons of events, that sort of deal. But he was a mover, shaker, that kind of guy. But he brought it in. And then they were a success. And if you want to go through it, the big deal was that they were competing with the idea that the NFL was coming back to Baltimore. and the city and the state of Maryland had conflict over, do you want to be, they're like, well, we'll show you. We'll just do Canadian football. And then they won the Grey Cup. Year one, they got to the Grey Cup final, and then they won it the next year. But then rules of engagement. Well, if you want an NFL team, you got to get rid of the Canadian team. And that was the thing. So, yeah, he grew up in the restaurant business. As I was looking at this thing, so Velocity 5, and he, Arlington, Fairfax, all the places around me, and he's done his thing. He's a millionaire, like he's a multi-millionaire, well, billionaire actually. But that one year where Canada they went into southern expansion into North America, into the USA, and then didn't like the results. They didn't like the results. It was like, wait a minute.
Shocking results.
Yeah, it really was.
Man, Baltimore, football city, did not give it enough credit as a football city that it is. Did they ever have like a pro basketball team?
Yeah, they were the Bullets. They were the Bullets.
Oh,
before
that's
they were
right.
Washington.
It was the Baltimore Bullets. You're right. Okay.
So Earl Monroe, Wes Unseld was actually drafted by the Baltimore Bullets.
Okay.
Why is Earl Monroe? They moved to Washington because more people, more money.
Is it just not proximity wise? Is it just not there today as a result?
Well, they haven't gone back for that reason. I mean, it's kind of like Kansas City and Omaha, that they had a run to see whether it would fit or work. And when it didn't, it kind of, the stench of it kept anybody from ever going back to Baltimore. But yeah, so they talked about it. So imagine, a couple of things about the Stallions, right? They never had a number 19.
Okay.
Out of tribute to Johnny Unitas, because they didn't think anybody should deserve to wear it.
Incredible.
How is that? Don Matthews, who was a legendary Hall of Fame Canadian coach, came down and he took care of it. What they wanted to do, in contrast of the rest of the CFL, was to get local players, college and pro players, and then have them play the Canadian game instead of using Canadian veterans. But Tracy Ham was their quarterback, and he led them.
Was there like the Canadian percentage rule where you have to have X amount of
Yes.
American? Okay.
Yes, but they also, so here's what was funny. They got Tracy Ham, but their starting running back was a guy by the name of Timmy Smith, who started with the Redskins in the Super Bowl. And he didn't have success with the Stallions.
Oh.
He did not. OJ Brigance, Elfrid Payton, they had some people. But he didn't make the roster. He went to camp. They used it as publicity. It didn't work. They had some players. And then the following year, so think about here are the expansion teams: the Baltimore Stallions, the San Antonio Texans.
Okay.
Imagine a Canadian football team in San Antonio. The Sacramento Gold Miners, the Shreveport Pirates, Memphis Mad Dogs, and the Birmingham Barracudas, who were all placed in the South Division of the Canadian Football League.
That's kind of sick. I'm digging the Barracudas.
Oh, listen.
That's kind of a sick name.
Listen, Harrison, it was a time. It was a time. It was a time where things were, I mean, one, you had the USFL, you had that whole thing happening, right? So, somehow Herschel Walker's playing for the New Jersey Generals, and Steve Young is the first signing of the LA Express, and Doug Williams, he goes to I wonder where he didn't go to Houston. Jim Kelly went to the Houston Gamblers. Houston Gamblers.
Great name.
Jim Kelly, the Houston Gamblers, mind you.
Oh my God. You know how much FanDuel would sponsor that team?
His best receiver, Ricky Sanders. Ricky Sanders. This was a time where you had people just trying to do football. And they didn't do it well, but they tried, right? They tried. They were 15-3 in the regular season. Man. Robert Pinball Drummond, Mike Pringle. Pringle rushed for 1,700 yards and was the CFL's most outstanding player. They beat Regina. They beat Regina, who was led by, who quarterbacked Calgary that year?
No idea.
Doug Flutie. Doug Flutie. Sir.
The legend.
Doug
So,
Flutie led them, and that's who Baltimore beat. And then, there was a strike and relocation, and here come the Ravens, and off you go. But fantastic.
well, we do this all the time too. In that era, they had a lot of the looks right. As far as, have you seen the Barracudas? Dude, I'm looking at some of their jerseys right now. Do you have any that I can buy off you?
I'm gonna go. That's gonna be a thing I'm gonna do tonight. So when I sign off tonight, I'm gonna go find the USFL Canadian Football League teams. I'm starting with the Stallions. I'm positive I had a Stallions jersey back in the day. I think it was Tracy Ham. I want to say it was Tracy. It might have been, no, you know whose it was? Because I met him at a bar in that year, in the first year. Their kicker from the University of Miami, Carlos Huerta. Carlos Huerta. Yeah, All-American kicker at Miami, kicked for the Stallions.
Incredible. I'm going to see if I can get one.
You know
they
what?
have some real cool ones that just says Cudas. The logo design.
Crazy.
Again, back in the day when people were like, I'm going to try to be creative instead of just
mailing it in.
Yeah, whatever people are doing today.
Mailing it in. No, it was, I had, when Ricky Simmons was with the Federals, I was around the Federals then. And their quarterback that year was Mike Hohensee, who threw his first touchdown pass to Ricky Simmons with the Washington Federals. First game, unfortunately, their coach, for whatever reason, the league decided the opening game of the history of the league was going to be Washington versus the Chicago Blitz. And the Chicago Blitz, another fantastic name. Mm-hmm. The uniforms were red, white, and blue, but not the best. The Federals were white, green, and black, not the best.
Yeah.
But I had jersey anyway. As a matter of fact, I had a jacket. A starter jacket.
There you go.
Starter jacket.
Those were peak back then.
Oh, it really was. And the Blitz's head coach was former Washington Redskins Super Bowl coach George Allen.
No way.
Yeah, and George came in and put a spanking on the Federals. It was not. It was, and it rained, and it was terrible. The footing was bad. It was just nightmares. That franchise was dead before. Like, it was dead. It was dead in the first. Like, Ricky will tell you stories. You ever want to get her? And I don't know how much of his recall, because Ricky will tell you, I barely had a brain back then, right?
He talked about, that year in the first years with the lob lift, and I got to hear the beginning of it.
Oh, man.
And he'll tell you straight up, I don't think he remembers.
No.
I said a certain point of
on purpose.
Yeah.
On purpose.
Not a great.
Oh, man.
That team was dysfunctional. It wasn't just Ricky C. Simmons, based on the stories.
Wasn't.
Like, there was a lot going on.
He lived. I literally lived in the same complex he lived in.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, when I tell you, Ricky and I, there are reasons why we just look at each other and laugh. We just look at each other and laugh. So we'll recap some things. We'll go to break. We'll take you to 12 midnight here on The Ticket.
Your possibilities are endless at Doane University. Rooted in liberal arts, you can choose from undergraduate and graduate programs, all delivering real-world experience. At Doane University, we take a personal approach to education, giving you the guidance you need to own your future. It's not just our long history of innovative learning, it's the feeling of being surrounded by possibilities that makes us different. Now is your time. Apply today at doane.edu/apply.
For remote starters, audio upgrades, and more, there's only one place to go. Auto Sounds of Lincoln at 48th and O.
This is Rick Heyman with Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Sartor Heyman is celebrating 120 years, and you could win big. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram for your chance to win a $120 gift certificate every week. That's right, we're giving away $120 every week as a thank you for being part of our story. Don't miss your chance to treat yourself. Follow Sartor Heyman Jewelers today. Celebrating 120 years. Sartor Heyman, when only the best will do.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at Schwizo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com.
A business's phone is the lifeline to its customers and potential clients. That's why it's so important that you can take calls seamlessly from anywhere, whether you're on the road or in the office. Hamilton Business Technologies can help ensure your phone rings wherever you are. We can equip your headquarters and any of its locations with the right tools for smooth, professional call handling. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we know how to keep Nebraska businesses connected. Learn more at HamiltonIsBusiness.com.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports is quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
This is James Harrell with NP Dodge Real Estate. When I became a licensed realtor, I wanted a brokerage that would help me grow in my new career. I found that in Lincoln First Realty. When Lincoln First was acquired by NP Dodge, the training and support I received only got better. I love knowing I have the power of the NP Dodge brand behind me. I would recommend NP Dodge to new agents looking to jumpstart their real estate career and to current agents who want to take their business to the next level.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Attention all Wings fans. Buffalo Wings and Rings has daily specials that will make you want to stop in on all days of the week. Kids eat free on Mondays, and on Tuesdays, enjoy 40% off boneless or traditional wings at a price that makes the whole family happy. And come back on Wednesdays for $1.39 chicken tenders all day long. Get to Wings and Rings today, 68th and O, or in Williamsburg Village.
Comfort food, but make it vegan. At Rutabagas, they're serving all your crave-worthy classics. Mac and cheese, loaded nachos, Philly cheesesteaks, all 100% plant-powered and 100% delicious. Catch them at their cozy spot at 70th and Vine, or find their food truck rolling through the streets of Lincoln. So whether you're vegan, veg curious, or just hungry for comfort food with a twist, Rutabagas has a plate waiting for you. Find them on Instagram for their food truck location and specials. Rutabagas, where comfort meets compassion. Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Hello, Husker fans. Stop into Zollner Ford Beatrice for all your automotive needs. Whether new or used, car, truck, crossover, SUV, or EV, we've got them. Shop our ever-changing specials at ZollnerofBeatrice.com or give us a call today and go Big Red. We are Zollner Ford Beatrice, Nebraska's volume dealer with the hometown service you expect.
Back to Late Night in Lincoln live on 93.7 The Ticket. Here are your hosts, Harrison Arens and Derek Pearson.
Oh, man.
That's a new species of snake you just showed me.
That
is disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, the move. So
you're talking about the Colts moving.
Yeah, the Colts moving. And I mean, and they called him a snake. Like, to move the team in the middle of the night after the entire day. So they caught the owner at the airport and asked him, of course, and this was their lead story. This was everything.
Yeah,
right?
there's stories going on. Obviously, the city's like, we would love to know what the story is.
Well, again, the fact that you're going to throw a tantrum because he wanted a new stadium. He didn't want to play at Memorial Stadium anymore. And Memorial Stadium is an old diva. Like, it was an old stadium.
Uh-huh.
Matter of fact,
it's good enough for the fans, though.
This thing that led. Well, I mean, all old stadiums are okay with the fans. until you don't have it or it's used against you. But that's an old stadium. Memorial Stadium was an old stadium. Like, that's why Camden Yards happened, because the Orioles shared it with the Colts, and it was old. Like, it was old, bro. There's nothing interesting. I mean, it had the personality of an old, think of the old Indians or Soldier Field. At some point, you outgrow it. RFK, you just go, okay, you know what? No, this isn't good enough. We can't do this anymore. But how you do the business of it comes into play. And there were a lot of people. I mean, they just said, listen, we know you went to Cleveland. And the Cleveland had the Browns. Right? So it was like, well, wait a minute. What are we doing? What are you doing? So then it was, okay, well, I'm going to go to Indy. What? Indianapolis? You mean the race car town that didn't have any, like, as a matter of fact, I think they had the Pacers at the time, who had come through the ABA.
Yep.
Right? So the Pacers, but it was known for the 500.
So were they kind of aware that he was actively shopping? Like, was that much known?
They knew that.
Okay.
They knew that, which is why they met him at the airport.
Yeah,
it was like, hey, bro, like,
just clarify.
Like, just say this. And he's like, no, I'm not moving. You know, if I was doing this, I would tell you. And then imagine that people are literally sleeping or trying to go to bed that night, and that at midnight, a fleet of Mayflower moving vans, which was back then, Mayflower was the national moving company. Right. And this fleet of vans packed up an entire organization in the dark of night and snow. And literally, this guy just told you. So imagine.
He didn't just tell, he gaslit you.
Yeah, like the nerve of you. The nerve of you to ask me.
If we were moving, I would tell you. Basically.
Yeah, that's really what he said.
He said it pretty aggressively. Like, how dare you think I would be lying to you?
The Irsay family. Now, young Irsay just passed away, but that's how he got ownership of it, of the Colts, through his dad. He got it through his dad. Yeah. So you have to understand some of what goes on before. They moved to Indy, and then the Browns see the opening because Baltimore is openly soliciting, and they have the same issue. Their old municipal stadium that they and the Indians shared had aged. So, okay, no, we're not staying here. And if you don't give us money to build us a new stadium, then we'll just move.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just what was happening. And again, that's the Indians had to move, right? You get a new stadium, you get Jacobs Field. You didn't have it. So,
but at least they didn't lie to everyone saying, no, we're not moving.
They
move
did.
overnight.
They did.
Oh, okay.
They did. Yeah, there was a lot
I was hoping they were a little better.
Well, no, because the Browns moved to Baltimore to become the Ravens. And then got a new expansion team.
Mm-hmm. Which is way better. Everyone loves the Cleveland Browns. No, it's not. It's a joke. I mean, it's been rough. It's been tough slog.
No, but this is like when we say that sometimes it's the organization. The organization doesn't know it's the organization.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
That's a great case study right there.
Right, that the Charlotte Hornets as an expansion team, and horrible ownership, terrible, horrible ownership. That you didn't win with Muggsy Bogues, Alonzo Mourning, Rex Chapman, Larry Johnson. You couldn't get over the New York Knicks and Chicago Bulls hump, right? And because of all the bad business deals in Charlotte, you have to pick up and move the team to New Orleans. And then originally took the name with you and said the New Orleans Hornets. It was just...
And then Charlotte became the Bobcats or nothing?
Yes. Charlotte got an expansion team that
became the Bobcats. And then the Bobcats died because New Orleans Hornets and the Charlotte Bobcats. And then it became the New Orleans Pelicans. And they're like, we'll take that
We'll
back.
take that name back.
Oh, my God.
Would I tell you how bad some of this
I always forget how that happened with them, where it's like, oh, we'll take that name back now it's open. I thought just stick to the Bobcats. It's not like Hornets are the coolest thing.
And the colors, right? Like the colors.
The colors were nice.
The colors were iconic.
Yeah, I remember the first 2K games I played, the Bobcats were fun. That was always my rebuild team.
Iconic. It
makes more sense than
the
Hornets
original Hornets. the original Hornets starter jackets may be like it's on the level. There's Georgetown, the Hoyas in their era, the Hornets, and then Michigan. Those were like the ones, the starter jackets that were so iconic. And people really didn't know what to do with them. Like, they didn't know what to do with them.
Oh, these are iconic.
Oh, craziness. Craziness.
With the classic B, where is it split like blue, purple and blue?
Sir.
That was what I see. That Hornet logo again. We always go back to this. Way better logo.
And here was the thing. Yeah, it's way. Oh, yeah. Today's. Yeah, it's not the thing. What I would tell you, go look at the Charlotte Sting of the WNBA. And when I was there, this is the Dawn Staley era of the Charlotte Sting before they moved. Fire.
Why'd they lose the purple?
I don't know.
Because today they don't do the purple.
I don't know. Well, the whole thing was, Carolina blue. They wanted to lean more towards the Carolina.
No, yeah, but nobody has that colorway. No one's done that.
Right. Well,
that is totally, it works.
It was gorgeous. And then you would say, I mean, because the women loved it, and people outside of Carolina loved it. It made for some great shoes. Oh, the shoes. The shoes were remarkable. And now it's a thing that there is a brand that's coming back that went away. And I don't know if you were familiar with the Ewing brand, the Patrick Ewing brand.
No, not really.
Harrison Arens, let me tell you. When Ewing made his shoe, now currently it's in its comeback era. And the Ewing brand tennis shoe, sir.
Yeah, it's starting to ring a bell. These are coming back to me. I've seen them before. I did not realize.
Oh, so they have a red one that I want to wear here. And then, yeah.
Did he have the classic bang of the day with a little chain on the shoe with the basketball on it? Number 33.
Fire.
Oh, the tennis shoes are pretty cool too.
Yes.
Dude, he's got like a sick.
It is a full
Ewing 33 high shoes.
Yep.
They're like navy green.
Yep. And the red ones are incredible. And then literally for football season, because he's a DC kid at heart because of Georgetown, they released a burgundy and gold Ewing 33 shoe.
Yeah, they're coming back. They are making new ones again. But this is how did these not blow up more?
They did back then. They did.
Oh, they just died off eventually.
Well, no, but the problem was you never got the chip. And
Jordan shoes kind of
Jordan
show. Yeah.
Jordan, Magic, Bird. Did
Bird have good shoes?
Oh, let me explain something to you. The Bird Converse All-Stars. They look like green boots, but it worked.
Because of Larry Bird.
Because it was high top green.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with those. That Converse, you can't go wrong.
Listen, the All-Stars, because Magic had his, Pistons had theirs. So Isaiah, Bird, Magic, the Lakers Magic with white, with purple, with a purple star and a gold stripe, or a purple stripe and a gold star. And then they had them in gold. Oh, yeah, the Magic Converse All-Stars. Now, the real ones was the Dr. J. Dr. J was the first one because he had the white ones with the red stripe and star, which, you know what I'm going to do tomorrow? If it doesn't rain, yeah.
I'm looking at the Dream Team Converse there.
If it does not rain tomorrow, I will go outside of my normal character and I will wear the Dr. J red.
Okay.
It's the conversation we were having. It looks so good. I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah, today would be an awful day too. How many shoes you got, DP? Enough to be a problem? Or just enough to be a hobby?
Can I tell you a thing that, okay, so culturally.
Or too personal?
Culturally. It is the thing that between Becky and I that we have this conversation. And I try to explain to her that I have fewer now than I had when I was in Houston. Because in Houston, I had a whole shoe closet.
Yeah, I 100%. At some point
when
in time,
I tell you
I believe that.
That that side of the wall, the studio, shoes. All shoes.
And for everybody listening in the car,
that is sizable. That is a sizable. I think
that's a full walk-in. Like, what is that? Probably 25 feet long.
I
Not longer than that.
want to say that I probably have 40, 50.
Okay.
50.
That's not. It's not
50.
No,
That's way
not enough to get you on TLC though.
That's way too. Like I should have like the glass boxes.
Yeah.
The glass display boxes. But because a lot of them are Nebraska Adidas,
yeah,
I feel less, less. I'm really spending money on it. I'm getting things that I can wear.
Yeah.
Here,
It's not going to go
right?
up in value if you keep it clean.
Yeah, 15 pair are Husker Adidas red, black, white. I have 5 pair of cowboy boots.
Cowboy boots?
Oh yeah,
What?
ostrich. Yeah.
I know you wore the one. I thought it was just for a gig though.
No, I have.
I don't ever want to see you in cowboy boots. I think that just does not click in my head.
Oh, it works.
The
women like the cowboy boots. This is probably why I try to stay out of them too often.
I wore something about that just rubbed me.
No. Me and Des Moines Adams have had like a cowboy off with the cowboy hat and the full.
Well, I think the Des Moines been around the farm.
Yeah,
you don't need to be around the farm. Everybody wears them now.
That's not farm though.
It's cowboy.
That's country. There's a difference. Country. Virginia is country.
Yeah.
Stop it. Stop claiming stuff, y'all. Dang. It wasn't even yours.
You guys get to claim stuff.
Stop it. You can't claim it. You cannot claim cowboy.
No.
Cowboy was black first. I hate to tell you.
To be fair, there's,
I hate to tell you.
Lots of nice ladies wearing cowboy boots this weekend, and they looked good.
The first Cowboys were black, Harrison. That is so there. So have that. But so 5 pair of those, probably 5 pair of different dress shoes.
Was it like an episode of Hoarders when you had to move out of Houston with Rebecca, like with the trash bag, like DP? You don't need these.
So I'm going to tell you what I did today because when Coach Cobelt from tennis brought in 4 pair. And immediately I could hear the voice in Becky's. I could hear her voice in my head. 4 in, 4 out. 4 have to go.
Okay.
4 have to go. And
so she got to cycle it for it.
Yeah, but then it's like your favorite kid. Like, do I have to send them to college or not? And then I was like, okay, yes. And then there were some new releases that I was absolutely. I was like. Oh, so the rule is if I'm gonna get another pair, if they're not a gift, I have to replace a pair.
Okay.
And so
how many times do you just use the lie?
It's two. Oh no, I tell the truth. It's 100%.
Okay, good on you.
Because if I'm buying, listen, full disclosure. Remember those Kobe's we were talking? Those white Kobe's.
Did you buy them?
You damn right I did. I'm just like I'm like Jack Nicholson in A Few Good Men. You damn right I did.
That's a good purchase. That's an investment. I'm not even mad about that.
Like nice. I jumped out of the witness stand. You damn right I bought.
Zero shame.
Oh no, it is absolutely fair. But I will confirm this at the break so you will understand. Literally, I don't know if you saw me walking up here tonight.
No, it was a little bit later, so I wasn't.
Okay, so walking up here, I had 2 grocery bags. Not grocery bags, trash bags.
And it was not
filled with shoes. Now, here's the thing. Luke, our dear friend Luke. Luke is a size 14 as well. So tomorrow, or whenever he gets here, Luke,
he's gonna love that.
There are 12 pairs. Yeah, he's winning the shoe lottery tomorrow.
Man,
12 pair.
Luke's gonna be cheesing the year.
12 pair. 14.
All right, Luke, I'm gonna be looking at your feet
14s.
these next few weeks.
14. Like these are all like once or twice worn shoes.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty good.
Oh,
and they're all still clean and
they're all
fresh.
clean. Yeah, they're mine. It's not like they look worn or anything. Yeah, because I bought the Kobe's. I was like, yeah,
fair enough.
Okay, let me be proactive. Let's get in the closet. We'll clear out some things.
Luke will love that because you wear your shoes differently than mine. I beat the living hell And these poor
well, he's in
shoes
coffee and grinds and
Yeah.
fluid and whatnot. I gave him, so he's had 4 pair, and he's worn them. He wears them out.
Uh-huh.
But he's going to walk out with two in full trash bags of relatively new shoes.
Does he got a wife or a girlfriend?
I think he has a girlfriend. I don't want to
Okay. If it's not a wife, I was just wondering if he had a wife, it'd be funny. Just him walking with 2 trash bags. Wondering what the hell did you bring home? He's just got.
Well, but I also have
shoes.
a lot of Husker hoodies that were given to me, or right. There's probably 10 Husker hoodies for him.
Come back with some Terps gear.
I literally packed up all my Terps gear to send to my brother. I've got it packed.
Okay.
To take on the plane to give to my little brother.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it's all the Maryland stuff that I had when I got here.
There's going to be probably some really good retro stuff in there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's some really cool Under Armour Maryland stuff in there. So we'll go to break. We'll close out. I'm going to take you back there. I'll show you the shoes.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now. In our new time, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier power sports dealership. Stocking top models from Can-Am, Kawasaki, Honda, Polaris, CF Moto, Suzuki, Yamaha, Indian Motorcycle, Sea-Doo, and Triton trailers. Score big on our massive selection of Can-Am side-by-sides with rebates up to $3,000 on select in-stock models. Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered all under one roof with a large selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, motorcycles, and personal watercraft at their 27th and I-80 location. They can't wait to get you set up for football season. A lot of businesses say they're family focused, but when tough situations in life arise, the business wants anything but your best interests. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring, and they will always treat their employees like family, just as they do their customers. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring Class A and B CDL drivers, a shop tech, and a diesel mechanic. If you're looking for a career with a company that goes above and beyond to value you and your family, apply today at jamesenterpriseinc.com or call 402-432-6740.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at gainatrucking.com.
Did you know that deer collisions are covered under the comprehensive portion of your car insurance? That means, like with hail damage or vandalism, since they are out of your control, they don't usually raise your insurance rates. And that's a good thing, since most deer don't carry liability insurance. At Eustace Body Shop, we fixed all kinds of animal collision damage, from cows to raccoons, bobcats, and even turkeys. We can't do much for the animal, but we can get your car back on all fours and looking like new again.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Located at 7555 Pioneers Boulevard, Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center offers compassionate, patient-focused care and provides outpatient surgery services, making it possible to have non-emergency surgery and return home the same day. Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center specializes in cardiology, vascular radiology, orthopedics, pain management, and much, much more. Give them a call today at 402-261-1085 or online at amimaging.com.
Hey guys, it's Carly from Blake Farm Outfitters, and we're all about equipping the modern farmer. Our team is Nebraska's go-to for precision planting, SurePoint liquid systems, green eye spot spray, and more. So whether you're considering an equipment upgrade, adding new tech, or just need a trained eye to service what you have, check us out. Creep on us at BlakeFarmOutfitters.com and get connected with our team of experts. We're excited to help you find what's next. That's BOECK FarmOutfitters.com.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Looking for someone to clean out your gutters or aerate your yard this fall? Call Isaac at Woida Outdoor Solutions today at 402-607-9154. Get your gutters cleaned today with a phone call to Woida Outdoor Solutions at 402-607-9154.
Back to Late Night in Lincoln live on 93.7 The Ticket. Here are your hosts, Harrison Arens and Derek Pearson.
Yeah, it's so I went back and showed literally that I just brought those up here tonight.
Yeah, it's 2 trash bags full.
And I'm not like, I just want him to have them, right? I want him to have them.
Luke deserves it.
I think Luke, and I would give them some to Austin. I just don't know if Austin would take once worn.
I know this much. If you show him, he will be honest on if he would or not. He makes it easy on you that way. He's not waste.
But these are free $100 plus shoes.
But he'll be honest.
Yeah,
he'll tell you straight up like.
Well, but I also don't like. I know Luke will just say yes. Period.
Yeah, he will.
Right. So, but yeah. So we're having the discussion that we found out tonight what the Cena final appearance in Washington D.C., which certainly plays into this, right? That it's in D.C. His final appearance will be in D.C. And you get
what's the arena?
It is the Verizon.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
it's Verizon.
And you get the opportunity to early on get in. No, it's Capital One. That's what it is.
Did it used to be Verizon?
It used to be Verizon.
Okay.
It used to be Verizon Center. It used to be the MCI Center. When I had my place, when I had my restaurant, my bar there, it was the MCI Center.
Huh.
I had the bar literally in the second floor.
That is sick.
Oh, I had full access to the entire arena. I fed. So when you had these meet and greets that happen with like bands and athletes, they were all held at my bar.
Oh,
10,000 square feet.
That's way bigger than I even thought.
10,000 square feet. The door that opened. So, like, if our back hallway door, if that opened, you were in the arena on the suite level.
Okay.
So people would come to my bar
Right.
like during intermission before the game. They would come there, and then they would just go out that way. But I could walk people through. So for Janet Jackson, Prince, whoever was
kind of the red carpet.
Oh, yeah, Harrison. It was, yeah.
You ever like want to?
I had the ability to give tours.
Yeah.
Personal tours. Like for like the Caps locker room. Bullets walk. And this is when Jordan was a Wizard.
Did you ever get to talk to Jordan?
Jordan was in my bar twice a week because we cornered off an area so it was kind of the size of the studio and turned it into a cigar bar. So the players would come up on the back elevator and they would walk up and just come into the bar. And, there were always people. And we had closed circuit TV, so whatever was going on in the stadium, but you could entry from the street. So street level to the arena was one door. And then when you walked out, you were in the arena. But people who did not have tickets would often come to the bar.
That's what I would do.
And just watch the game and feel the vibe and everything else. Yeah.
It's like tailgating outside of Memorial. You're not there, but you're getting the vibe.
Yeah, and except for it was a full bar.
And then you're tailgating with a bunch of legends that all play the game.
Post game with the Wizards with Kwame Brown, Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley. Yeah, there's 100 stories. There's 100 stories, sir.
It's insane. I swear
I fed the Rock. I fed the Rock because he liked our steak.
Yeah.
And so he would have it delivered, and then he would come in and hang out. So whenever the WWE was in town, they would come hang out with me.
All right, any more flexing? You want to go home?
It's gone. I think I flexed enough. Flexed enough for this.
Shout out, DP. I swear, I really do learn a little bit more than I asked for, but it's great. Learn a lot. Appreciate everybody listening. 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. Early break. They'll talk to you then.
This is Lincoln's home for sports.